Hello, scholars. In today's session, we are going to consider the topic based on the writing skill titled report writing. Report writing, this particular concept you have been studying since 8th standard. So, this concept, I don't think it is new for you. Report writing means if any kind of incident is taking place for the purpose of publishing that incident event in the newspaper, what kind of writing is made, that is known as the report writing. So in today's session we will talk about what are the reports, what are the characteristics of reports, and while writing the report, while composing the report, what kind of things should be mentioned. So without making delay, let's begin. So look at now, in report writing, you have to give an account of something that you have heard, seen, done, or experienced. So look at now. This is most important part. It is about the report writing. What you should mention in the report writing? You have to report the things. You have to give the account of something that you have heard, seen, or done, or experienced. It is something that is written for others to read. So look at now. This report we have to write because that report should be mentioned to someone who didn't experience, didn't see that particular incident, and for the purpose of reading, we want to make it we want to make it available to the readers so that they will also understand about that incident. Thus, we may asked to write reports to put up on the notice board and to be published in the school magazine or to be sent to some other school for the students there to read. Yes, now as we are learning report writing at the school level, the purpose of writing the report is that we want to either it should be displayed on the notice board of the school. Sometime we want to send it to the other school so that the student from other schools, they will be able to learn, they will be able to read, and they will also understand that something is going to happen in the nearby or something has already happened in the nearby school. Okay, now you may also be asked to write report for the news magazine, journals, newspapers based on the given headline. So sometime headline may be given there, and with the help of the headline, we have to write the report for some magazines, journals, or sometime newspapers. Understand? Report writing may be about projects activities and you or your class is involved in. So look at now, what kind of things, what kind of activities involved in the report writing, we will see now. The activities you or your class is involved in. Second, about the happening in or around the school, and it may also be in your locality. Some of the incidents which are taking place in your locality also you can write report on that particular topic. Now certain guidelines we have to follow while composing the reports. So look at now, which are the guidelines essential or to be followed while writing the report. So here we will see now what is the first characteristics of first guideline is there. Here you can see the first guideline is a report should be brief, about of about 20 lines and precise. So this is most important characteristic is there. Your report should be brief and precise. Now brief and precise means it should be short. The reader should not feel bored or it should not become a tasteless while reading, because if the length of the report is too much, then the readers will not go through the report, right? So therefore this is very essential to maintain the size. Your report should be within the limit of 20 lines. Second characteristic is there that only essential facts should be included. Essential facts, this word facts is very important now here. You can see which word fact. This word is very important because report writing means you are writing the things which are happening in and around. Okay, it means report writing should not be imaginary, right? And you should include essential fact in that report. The third guideline while writing the report we have to consider is the headline of the report must be catchy, right? And it should give the gist of the report in the minimum possible word. So look at now here, these word catchy and gist, right? These two words are very important. So look at now, catchy means that will attract the attention, and look at now, gist means what is the possibility of the what kind of things are contained in the report writing. It should be given by the headline itself, understand? So that the readers will decide whether he want to read or not, or whether he want to go forward or not. The gist means in minimum possible words. Minimum possible means within less words, the reader should be able to understand what exactly happened there. Okay, what is going to happen. The fourth, the guideline that we have to, the byline. Look at now. So what is meant by the byline? Byline means the things that we have to mention in the report writing. In that byline we have to mention the place where the incident is taking place, date of the event or occasion, the name of the reporter, etc. All these things will come under the heading byline, understand? And it should be at the beginning of the first line. Yes, the report should begin with these bylines. Place, date should be mentioned there, occasion or date should be mentioned of the event or occasion, and the name of the reporter also should be mentioned there. So these are the some of the things that you have to mention, understand? Now fifth one is there that the introduction. Look at now, what kind of introduction? The introduction must contain brief with the answers to where, when, why, who, how, the occasion of the occasion. So look at now, you have to ask these questions or you have to give the answer. You have to give the answer to these questions which are beginning with the where, when, why, who, how of the occasion or event. So look at now the introduction, what it is called there. This introduction is also called the intro paragraph, that is written in short at the beginning of the report, understand? And what you should contain there, it should contain, the intro paragraph should contain the brief information or brief answers to these questions that I have already explained. The seventh guideline that we have to follow while considering the report is names or the designation. Yes, names or the designation of important officials and the guest involved should be mentioned. Yes, the names or the designation of the important officials and guests involved should be mentioned. So definitely for a certain occasion, we are inviting dignitaries, right? Some special persons. At that time, their name should be mentioned. Their designation also we have to mention there, right? So this is very important. And next is there seventh, reasons for the success or the failure of the happening should be given there. The reasons for the success or the failure of the happening should be given there. If the program becomes successful, you have to mention the reasons. If there is a failure in the conducting program, then what was the reason, you have to find out. So all these things we have to mention while composing report. So look at now, the next we have to write about the fact. Look at now, the fact about the incident or the project should be mentioned in order of their importance, right? The facts, look at now, the facts about the incident and project should be mentioned in order to their importance. Ninth is there, very often the passive is used, right? Very often the passive voice is used there. So you can see now, very often the passive voice structure of the sentence is used there. Here the example is there: a survey of families in the slum area was conducted. A survey of families in the slum area was conducted, right? And the police were called. So look at now, if you see these structure, if you see the structure of these sentences, they are passive. Understand? So similarly, maximum time, what is there? Very often. Often means frequently. Passive structure is used while writing the report. This is most important. And the last but not least is there, the report must be objective, right? Your personal opinion about the event or occasion, etc., should not color the report. Yes, your personal opinion means, even though program is good, we should not write that it was bad there. If you are not, if you are negative about that particular function, you can't mention there. You have to just give the what happened there. Just you have to give them, right? The realistic picture you have to present. Understand? But you may conclude by giving the quotes from the others to give the readers the overall picture. Definitely, other means what happened to those who were the participant, who were the VIP persons, dignitaries, what kind of a quotation, what kind of a remarks they have made about the program or about on that particular occasion, their quotes you can also give there to give the oralistic picture or overall picture, right? So in this way, we have considered the 10 important characteristics of the report writing. In the end, in the report writing, the examples that follow, you are expected to study the style, construction, vocabulary, and report writing is compact, to the point, and the factual. So look at now, these things also you have to consider while attempting the report writing. Now let's see the marking scheme. This question is asked for 5 marks. We have to see how the marks are divided. Understand? So title and proper beginning, 1 mark. You can see elaboration of the ideas and subject or theme, 2 marks. Next, use of appropriate grammar and vocabulary, 1 mark. And a proper conclusion and layout, 1 mark. In this way, the 5 marks are there. Here you can see these are the 5 marks, right? Division. And if you are following these ways, if you are following these simple steps, then you will have no difficulty in scoring the marks. That's all in today's session. Thank you.